Despite what you may have read in the latest issue of Men's Health magazine, you don't need expensive gadgets or complex gym machinery to sculpt great abs. In fact, you won't need anything other than your body weight and a few square feet of floor. Now, I'm not saying that training your abs directly is the six-pack secret. To the contrary, unless you're under 10 to 15% body fat, no ab workout in the world will make your six-pack more visible. That being said, being lean doesn't guarantee a well-developed six-pack. You see, the ab muscles, like any other muscle, can be hypertrophied, meaning you can build bigger, more developed abdominals in the same way you can build bigger pecs, which is why I say abs are made in the gym but revealed in the kitchen. In this video, I'm going to share a simple 10-minute ab routine that you can do in the comfort of your own living room with nothing more than just your body weight. But before we get into the workout, let's discuss all the muscles involved and their functions. First, we have the obliques. These are the muscles on the sides of your abdomen. Their primary functions include lateral rotation, or twisting to the side, and lateral flexion, or bending to the side. Next up is the transverse abdominis. If you're performing big heavy compound lifts, for example squats and deadlifts, then you probably have a pretty well developed transverse abdominis, as its main function is to stabilize the spine. If you don't have access to a barbell and heavy weights, then training the transverse abdominis can be accomplished with exercises that focus on stabilization of the spine, such as planks, push-ups, pull-ups, and so on. Lastly, we have the rectus abdominis. This is the superficial muscle of the core, or what most may refer to as the six-pack. Its primary function is flexion of the spine, which is why it's heavily targeted anytime we perform a crunching movement. With that being said, you're not just going to do a bunch of sit-ups and call it a day. We know that you can emphasize different parts of the abs with different movements. To hit the upper abs, for example, it's best to use movements that bring the upper body towards the center like a crunch. To hit the lower abs more, it's best to use movements that bring the lower body up towards the center like a leg raise. Now that you understand what muscles are involved and more importantly what functions they're responsible for, let's get into the workout. This is a 5 to 10 minute ab workout that you can do from your home using just your body weight. The workout will be performed in a circuit where you're performing each exercise for 30 seconds with little to no rest in between exercises. If you're a beginner, you can run through the workout one time for a total of 5 minutes. If you're a bit more advanced, run through it twice for a total of 10 minutes. Exercise number 1. Leg raises. Lay flat on your back, squeeze your glutes, and flatten your lower back so it's flush with the floor. Then lift your legs and head slightly. This is your starting position. From there, use your abs to lift your legs until they're straight up. Lower the legs while keeping the core tight and low back against the floor. To keep tension on the abs, make sure you're stopping a few inches shy of the floor. It's important to remember that during these types of movements in which you're laying on your back and moving your legs to hit your core, your lower back should be flush with the floor. Otherwise, you'll just end up feeling the movement in your hip flexors, a group of muscles that basically bring the legs and torso closer. Exercise number 2. Leg scissors. Now, instead of lifting both legs at once, lift one leg at a time and alternate between the legs. You can bring the opposite leg up while the other one is moving downwards to the starting position. Exercise number 3. Hip raises. To perform this exercise, bend your knees at about 45 degrees and lift your legs off the floor slightly. Keep your hands to your sides, palms planted on the floor. Using your lower abs, bring your knees in towards you while maintaining a bend in your legs. Continue rolling your pelvis back until your knees are over your chest. From there, control your way back to the starting position and repeat. Exercise number 4. Plank push-ups. For this one, get into the plank position on your hands. Your entire body should be a rigid pillar. You want to avoid dropping your hips low and arching your lower back. On the flip side, you also want to avoid raising your butt in the air. A great way to keep your body neutral is to squeeze your glutes. In fact, having a posterior pelvic tilt will contract the abs even more. From there, get down to an elbow plank one side at a time, then reverse that movement by working back up to a plank on your hands. It may seem simple, but it won't be long before your core is on fire. This completes the first half of the routine. Now, rest for 30 seconds before starting the next round. Exercise number 5, double crunch. Lie down on the floor with your legs roughly 6 inches off the floor. Place your hands gently behind your head or out to your sides for support. From there, you'll crunch your upper body off the floor while simultaneously bringing your knees towards your torso so that your upper body meets your lower body in the middle. Squeeze at the top and return to the starting position while keeping your feet off the ground. Exercise number 6, Russian twist. This exercise starts from a V-sit position. Lean back slightly, bend your legs, and keep your feet off the floor. Rotate from side to side using your obliques and focus on using the core to control the movement. Exercise number 7, knee to inside elbow plank. From the plank position, move your knee to the inside of the opposite elbow. Get it as close as you comfortably can without dropping your shoulders or hips, and make sure you're performing this slow and controlled, as it's easy to let your hips sink or not actually use your abs. Exercise number 8, raised leg crunch. Finally, get on your back and lift your legs into the air with your hands gently behind your head or fingers at the temples. Make sure to breathe out and flatten your lower back onto the floor. From there, begin to crunch towards your legs. This isn't a huge range of motion, but the abs only need to flex your torso. If you lift your body up to extend the range of motion, you'll just be removing tension from the core by involving other muscles. Again, really focus on squeezing the abs with each and every crunch. That completes one circuit. If you're a beginner, you're all done. If you're a bit more advanced, then you'll want to rest for 60 seconds and repeat the entire circuit a second time. So there you have it. A 10-minute home ab workout that you can perform with nothing but your body weight. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below, as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if you're looking to take your workouts to the next level, grab a bottle of my science-based pre-workout supplement, Turbocharged. Packed with scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed, you'll experience all the performance benefits without the jitters or crash. If you want to learn more, head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Peace.